Hey guitar friends, this is Prokopis from String Systems, and in this lesson I'm going to show you an effective and structured strategy to learn bar chords quickly and use them creatively in your playing. But you can't get there by just memorizing chord shapes or by practicing randomly. You need a system to organize your practice in an easy, step-by-step, fun way. That's what this lesson is about. Let's get started. All types of bar chords are movable. This means that you can take the whole fingering and place it everywhere on the fretboard. For example, here's an A dominant ninth chord. The whole structure is based on this A here on the 6th string, fret 5. If I move this 3 frets up and make my root note a C, now it has become a C dominant ninth chord. So the first challenge we need to tackle is becoming really fast at locating the root notes for our bar chords. And if you try to directly memorize the notes on strings 6 and 5, that's not going to be very effective. The way I recommend doing it is to use drills that take you back and forth between all possible root notes. This way you'll be ready to instantly and automatically locate the chords for any song. And you're lucky because I'm going to tell you where to get those drills for free in a minute, but let's see how the process works first. When I teach this, I always break it into 3 stages to make it easier to learn. In stage 1, we start with learning 4 notes, A, B, C, and D. A, C, B, D. Now the answers in this particular video clip were actually played on string 4, but that's just an example because this drill track is designed to work for all 6 strings. Of course, what we need to do for the purpose of bar chords is to work on strings 6 and 5 because most bar chords are based on those 2 strings. If you want to get even better at this, there's also a second drill that goes faster, which you can also try. So in stage 1, you master moving between the root notes A, B, C, and D on strings 6 and 5. In stage 2, we add the rest of the natural notes. So now we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. A, D. Again, you only need to do this on strings 6 and 5, and then you can practice further with a faster version of the same drill. In stage 3, we add sharps and flats, so we have all 12 root notes. Here, we'll use a different type of backing track that cycles through all keys. These come in 3 different speeds. So step 1 is to learn the root notes on strings 6 and 5, and you do that in 3 stages. Now, if you're watching this inside Bar Chord Workshop, then you'll find that all the necessary practice tracks are included. But if you're watching this on YouTube or social media or the string blog, then there should be a link below to get my free mini course called Fretboard Memorization Toolbox. It has all the drills you need to learn the whole fretboard, and it's a lot of fun. It feels like a game. Now, let's look at the next steps. In step 2, we work with power chords. You might be wondering, why should I work on power chords if I want to learn bar chords? There are a few reasons, but the main one is that the fingering for power chords is included in most bar chords. So we are taking the first step in building muscle memory. There's actually more to this, but we'll talk about it in another lesson. In step 3, we work on strength and stamina. Bar chords are tough if you don't condition your fretting hand to handle them. But you get there faster by using a simple exercise that I will show you. This is very important because if you jump straight into playing the actual bar chords, it will take you ages to get strong and produce a clean sound. The general idea is to practice playing 6-string bars without forming any particular chords. Just bar all 6 strings with finger 1. Now, I will get into specifics and details for correct technique and so on in the corresponding lesson for this step, but this is the general idea. Get a clear sound on a 6-string bar without using any support from other fingers. Step 4 is to learn the basic major and minor chords, both based on string 6 and on string 5. So, 4 chord shapes total. These 4 chord shapes, 2 major and 2 minor, are the foundation for all the variations we are going to explore. But we are not just going to memorize these chord shapes. In order to be able to handle the more advanced options, we need to understand the role that each note plays in the sound quality of these chords. This is actually a lot of fun and it will make the final step much more meaningful. On the lesson pages you will find appropriate backing tracks so that you can play the rhythm guitar part using these bar chords in all keys. Step 5 is when we develop a rich palette of sounds which will include major 7, minor 7, dominant 7, sus2, sus4, add 9, dominant 9, major 9, minor 9, and so on. And you'll get there using fun backing tracks and real understanding instead of just plain memorization. This will help you to be musical, both when you make up your own music and also when you're trying to make the best choices for a song that you want to play. Many people make the mistake of jumping to learn full bar chords right away without a plan, and they get disappointed. But in order to learn everything effectively, you need structure. That's why I made this video and that's why I made bar chord workshops. So enjoy the rest of the course and feel free to ask questions in the comments or by email. Hey friends, this was an excerpt from one of my courses called Bar Chord Workshop. In this course, we don't just memorize chord shapes. We use an effective system to explore interesting and fun things about chords like major, minor, dominant 7, minor 7, add 9, minor 9, sus4, and many more, so that you can handle any song in any key. Now, nothing compares to having a plan and building your skills up step by step. So check out Bar Chord Workshop and don't forget to get my free mini course called Fretboard Memorization Toolbox and start learning the fretboard now. This is Prokopis from String Systems reminding you to enjoy your practice and be effective.